Hey guys, this is RLC321. Welcome back to another video of the War of the Worlds diorama thingamabobby thingy me that we are doing. So what we're going to do, as I said in the last one, we're going to be painting the ships. And for this, what we're going to use a gloss black primer, even though it's got a primer coat on there anyway. And then we're going to use Vallejo's Model Air Metallic Copper. Yes, copper. Then I'm going to do a couple of coats of the orange, just a little bit over the top, just to give it a bit of extra something on there. And then give it a good few coats of the Pledge floor polish to give it a nice shiny look. That's the plan. Whether it works out or not, I don't know. Now, these two are the plastic model kit parts. This one is the crappy one that we made up. It's got a hole here, it's got a few imperfections, so this still isn't done. So I may not paint this one yet, but I can paint the others. So at least you'll get the idea of what we are trying to achieve. Okay, so I'm just going to put that one aside because I still need to fix that and repair that. Oh, I thought I'd show you this other tank. This other tank it's done. It doesn't need to get any more than that. I might put a little bit of metal stuff in there, just dry brush a bit of metal in these bits. But other than that, it doesn't need a lot of detail on here. Because as I say, you're not going to really be paying that much attention to them. So anyway, let's get on with these. So, as I said, what we need is a paintbrush. First and foremost, you definitely need a brush. And I need to... No. You stay on. I want this. No. Alright, fine. Pull this off for a minute. There we go. Take that off for now. And we plug this back on here. Like so. Right, so let's get our gloss black. Because I believe almost all of these are just copper, except for the green bits here and the orangey bit on the eye stalk piece, but everything else is all copper. So we should, let's just give it a bit of a blast with some air just to make sure there's nothing nasties, and then we just paint it. Don't want to forget that either. Alright, so let that one dry for a bit. Let's do this other one, let's get some air on here. And we'll do this one as well. Right, so I'll let that dry for a little bit. Okay, let's get a bit more. A bit more of the primer into there. And what I'm thinking of doing as well, with the copper, with this copper, I want to try and mix some of this iridescent medium in with it. I want to see what that's going to look like. I want to experiment and see if that's going to look good. Oh dear. Yeah. So we'll soon see. We'll see. No, it's all about experimenting with things, trying new things, different things, seeing what works, what doesn't work. I mean, it may not even work, but it may look absolutely shit. But if you don't try it, you will never know, will you? And also it gives me a good chance to test out the iridescent stuff before I use it on the SCI-FIs, which I'm slowly and surely getting all the bits and pieces I need for it. Okay, I think we're pretty much there. Alright, so let's put this back into here. There we go. There we go. So I'm gonna bring you guys back because I need to clean out my airbrush. I'll bring you guys back when I've done that. Right. Okay. So I'm bringing you guys back now because I want to test that this medium thing. The iridescent medium. So I'm gonna put just some copper into here. Now I'll do it in this one right there. Add some iridescent medium to it and see what happens basically. So we've got a little bit of copper there. And right, iridescent medium variety of surface can be mixed with acrylic color or applied over the top of a dry color to give a unique effect of light interference. Create stunning pearlescent effects. Do not over thin with water. Clean equipment with water immediately after use. Okay. Wow, it's very thick. Seems very thick. So let's place just a bit. Oh wow, that's really thick. Get in there. Is it supposed to be that thick? I don't know. I've never used this stuff before. But, oh well. There's only one way to find out how this is going to go, isn't it? Yeah, that's really, really thick. Let's add a bit of thinner to this. Might be better to paint it because this doesn't seem to be working as well as I'd hoped. This stuff is really thick and it's making it a lot lighter than I wanted it as well. So I may paint it with the copper and then apply a slight coat of that over the top, a very light coat over the top of it, because this is not working how I envisioned doing it this way. So we're not going to mix it. No. Are we going to do it differently? Yes. Right, let's move that out of the way. Move you over here. There we go. Right, are you dry yet? You're tacky dry. So let's get our copper. This should be already pre-thinned, so we shouldn't need to thin it down at all. There we go. And now let's give this a spray of the copper. I don't know if you, I'm hoping you guys can see here. Alright, so that's one coat down. Let's do this other one. And let's say, if you're using an airbrush, always keep your airbrush moving. Don't keep it in one place. Because what will end up happening if you keep everything in one place, it'll end up just getting a pool of whatever you're painting out of, and that's just going to ruin your model. And that means you'll have to sand it all back and do it all over again. And you don't want to do that. So just make sure to keep your airbrush moving. Move your model part around so you can make sure you get all the different angles and parts that you need to get. Okay, I think that's not looking too bad. So I'm going to let that coat dry and I'm going to bring you guys back in a few minutes. I'm going to do the second coat. Okay, so it should be dry enough now for the second coat, so here we go. There's the second coat on here. And this time I'm going to go slightly thicker than I did with the last one. Oh, and I'm out. Let's put a bit more in. Here we go. There we go, that's it. And we'll do a second coat on this guy. There we go. Okay, so we now have the two coats on there, which is good. Let's pull that off because I need to get this tip this paint back in here, and then I'm going to clean the airbrush because you do not want any of this paint left in your airbrush because it's horrible to get out of. Even when you're cleaning it, it's horrible to get out. It's a royal pain in the ass. But it is good paint, and it does, as you can see, this gives a nice copper effect on our parts. So let's get as much of this out as I can. Okay, hopefully that'll do. Right. So I'm going to bring you guys back when this is all dry. You probably noticed, like especially on like this one, it's a little bit lumpy. So what we're going to do, once this is fully dry, we're going to get a piece of dry just a piece of cloth and just gently wipe over and get rid of all the lumpy bits before we put iridescent stuff on. So I will see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, we're back, and I'm just giving us a little bit of a rub down with this. Oh, I forgot I haven't glued that in. Damn. It's not quite fully dry enough yet. It's still a bit tacky. So yeah. But anywho, that should be fine. So we're gonna have a try of this pearlescent medium stuff. I've kind of thinned it as best as I dared to, and let's just paint it and see what happens. Just give it a bit of a go over the top. I'm only going to do it lightly. I don't want to do it too heavy. I just want to see what kind of effect it will give me, and see if it will work, and just see if it will work. Give us a nice effect. Okay. Too much come out there. Wipe that a little bit off. Let me just have a little look-see. So it'll be interesting to see what it will look like with this pearlescent effect on it. Right. There we go. Let's clean some of this stuff out. Right, okie dokie. Right, so what I'm gonna do now is let that dry, and then we can have another look at it when it is dry. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, bringing you guys back. I am recording, yes I am. Right, I've had a spray of that iridescent medium over the top of this, and I have to say, excuse me, it's not quite worked out the way I expected it to. Yeah, which is a bit of a shame, really. I was kind of hoping it would be quite good. I mean, I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, so I'm gonna have to look up online to see how and what, when and where. But what I need to do now, that's dry, yes, is I need to seal it. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. And this time I am going to use my okay, no I'm not, because that's not on. Why ain't you on? Oh. Yep. This time I'm going to use my air booth to spray this stuff on, because you really, again, as I said, you don't want to breathe this stuff in. I made that mistake yesterday and it's horrible. So we're going to pour a decent amount, and then we go with paint it. Actually, I'm going to move the camera a little bit up. You may see the microphone there. I do apologise if I do. Can't be helped. Move that out of the way. And let's get started. One coat on one. That's one coat on the other. So I'm going to do about 2 or 3 coats of this, so I'll bring you guys back when it's done. Okay, I'm back. Now, I made a mistake here, and I like to show my mistakes as well. I've been spraying this far too much on the model, and I don't know if we can see this here. But it's gone all streaky. I don't know if it's even being picked up properly on the... Let's try and hide some of this light here, see if we can see it. Can you see it? Can we? There you go, it's gone all streaky, as you can see there. All streaky, which is what we don't want. We don't want that streaky. So what it is, what I'd done, I'd had my air pressure on the compressor too high, and so I need to tone it down a bit. So I'm gonna put it down to about put it down to about 10 psi. Okay, and then we're gonna try again and do very light coats over the top. That should hopefully be a lot better. Should be able to see where it's gone all streaky. Now put that other layer on, you can see where it's gone all streaky. Hopefully we'll be able to hide that. If not, I'm going to have to do a light sanding over the top. give it a little bit of air dry with the airbrush. Looks like I may have to give it a little bit of a sand down to get rid of some of those streaks. I mean, once it's fully dry you might not even see those streaks, so hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, so let's let that dry and see what happens. And just in case you hadn't realised, when I say that, I'm gonna bring you guys back in a minute. Hey guys, I'm back again. Right, so I wanted to show you. This is now almost dry, and you can hardly see those streaks. So luckily, we're safe there. It's got a really nice sheen and shine to it. I might give it a bit of a buff later when it's fully dry, because this stuff takes at least, I would say, 24 hours to dry fully. This one isn't dry yet, at least not fully dry, and you can see, if I get rid of that light, where's the light? There it is. You can see it's still got some streaks in it. There. Still got some streaks in it. But we can buff those out hopefully, and it should be fine. I've also started working on this guy, because as I say, we had some things we needed to sand off here. It's still got a bit more to sand off. Some of the little kinks in that I'm not going to worry too much about. There was a gap in there. There was a hole just here. There was a little hole there, and there was a gap here. With this, I might do what I've done on here, because on here I've actually got I've kind of made my own side piece here, so I might do that on this side as well. Make my own little side piece. But here I will do the original one, and obviously the eye stalk as well. This one ain't gonna be great. I'm gonna see if I can try and use this as a downed one. Put this one on the side as if it's been downed. They got lucky. Let's say they got lucky. So yeah, I mean, what all I'm doing, if I grab that, so like, just if you see, just in, come on, focus, right, no, here, focus, come on, focus on me, right. You see, just here, this is where there's some imperfections. They're like little holes and things like that. So all you want to do, you get your sanding stick, and you just sand until they disappear. This is why it's good to have a bit of primer on there, because you will be able to see where those imperfections are. And as you can see now, they're completely flat, which is good. It's what we want, just what we want. Okay, this is why we have the do a bit of primer on the here, so we can see where they are and try and fix what we can. Well, this stuff ain't fully dry yet, I don't think. It might be dry enough, so I've only just put some of this stuff on, but this is where they had a bit of an indent, so I'm just gonna lightly go over that with the brush, not the brush, what's it called, sanding stick. And then hopefully you can see where there was right there, that little circle thing, that's where it was. It had a bit of an imperfection right there, so we've now got rid of that. This side, it was just this part here just had a bit of a gap in there, so I just filled that. This had a bit of a bigger hole, say. So we're just gonna lightly go over that with a stick, our sanding stick, and that should help with that hole that was there. And you should be able to see where the hole was right there. That's where. No. Are we gonna? Come on, stop. Look, do this. There we go. There. As you can see right there, that's where the hole was. So that's those bits now taken care of nicely. And then obviously here is where we had the little bit of a gap in between the parts. So we're just going to go over it with a sanding stick. It's just a little bit, oops, oh no, dropping it. And you do get sandy. I mean, sanding resin and stuff like that, it's best to wear a mask, because you don't want to get any of the crap and that on you in your lungs. You really don't. And that should just about do it. It's not going to be perfect, but there you go. But that's fine. And just smooth that off. So now what we need to do, we need to smooth it all out. So we're going to get this. So we got this one, which is quite rough. This one is a buff, I think, or is this one? No, this one's a buff. So you start off with this one, then you use, hang on, here we go. So start off with this one, then we use this, and then we use the back. And this should help get rid of any marks or anything like that. I say should. It should do. I don't know if it will or not. Yeah, no, it should do. It should do. That's what it's designed for. Okay. And let's go around this edges here. And hopefully it should help buff out. I mean, once it's the copper ones are dry, I'm going to be using this side to buff those a little bit, just to help. Hopefully that'll clear a multitude of sins. Right, okay. Right, now we use this belt here. Just go over it again, just to help keep things nice and clean and smooth. And then we buff it out with this part. So hopefully when we go and prime this, you won't see too many imperfections, in theory. Yes, in theory, but there you go. Like if you look here, you can just barely see the scratches that were there, but once I prime it, you won't see them at all. So let's hit it with a shot of primer so we can show you what I mean. So again, it was with a black. So we're going to hit it up with a bit of black here. Now I just realised I need to pump the pressure up, don't I? There we go. Okay. Alright, okie dokie then. So, let's have a little look. If we go... This is where we had those pieces. And it's buffed out quite nicely, so it's nice and smooth. So that's pretty much done. I think I will use this as a down model, as if it's been kind of destroyed, kind of thing. But there we go. That's that one done. So I'm gonna leave this video here because it's probably gone on for quite a long time. And I will say thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next installment. You take care of yourselves. Bye bye now.